What if the leftovers from lunch could become fertilizer, data, and a climate solution? This is Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council and Tech 5 Pittsburgh. And on this 10-minute Tech Talks, we're digging into one of the coolest circular economy stories growing right here in Pittsburgh. Bill and Lou, co-founder of Ecotone Renewables, walks us through Zeus, the company's automated biodigester built inside a reused shipping container. Zeus takes food waste from schools, hospitals, offices, and other organizations and processes it on-site and turns it into a locally produced fertilizer called soil sauce. Along the way, Ecotone is also capturing data that can help customers understand what they are wasting in the first place. In just a few minutes, Dylan explains how Ecotone is turning a messy problem into a scalable technology platform. Food waste goes in, soil sauce comes out, and Pittsburgh innovation gets a little greener, smarter, and dare I say saucier. You gotta check this one out. First off, what I love about your company is it's this triple threat, which is so cool. It's not the dancing and the singing and all that kind of stuff, but in my heart it is, because you're talking about being able to, basically take food waste that would be brought in. You can take that, turn it into another product, which is a fertilizer, which makes the soils better. So you're doing like three things, and you're also gathering an immense amount of data around food waste to help prevent more waste.
Exactly.
So it's this triple threat. We got to walk through this threat by threat. I think is what it is. I think threat number one is Zeus. That's the big name in the thing. And Zeus is pretty cool because Zeus is like this giant trailer container that is full of some pretty cool equipment that you guys have engineered to basically take food waste and turn it into soil sauce.
Exactly.
Very neat stuff. So walk me through how Zeus works, because I think our viewers and listeners here would just love to know.
Yeah, Zeus is the reactor, the engine that does all this. And really the big mission and goal that we have is building a world without food waste. We think food waste is actually an asset and a resource. It shouldn't be rotting in landfills. And Zeus is how we basically do a little bit of alchemy to actually turn what's usually a cost center and a liability for business actually into an income center and a revenue driver.
Yes.
So these are on-site food waste solutions. It's anaerobic biodigester that's fully automated.
That's so cool.
That's a very complex name, but really what that means is it's like a stomach. So
like a cow stomach, right?
Exactly right. So it's a form of biomimicry, which basically means we're using natural processes. Nature honestly has all the best solutions out there.
I would agree.
And we're just doing this on an automated and commercial scale. So we have grinders that basically act like the mouth and the teeth that are grinding up the food waste. They blend it up with rainwater that we're collecting.
Okay.
And then it goes through multiple stomach tanks, very similar to cow stomachs. And then it comes out as a liquid fertilizer called soil sauce.
I love it.
So it's around like a 2 to 3 week process.
I was going to ask you, from
when you throw banana peel in to when you get it out as soil sauce, but it's constant input and constant output.
But I was watching some background on this, and what I thought was amazing was you got this really cool shipping container that's parked down there. And we'll talk about the artist that actually makes these things that make Zeus look pretty cool. But there's just like a door, and that's where the food waste goes in.
Exactly.
And then it begins its process. But before that process, there's a camera that's actually looking down, and it's seeing what's being wasted. So you're now providing some analytics to your customers, showing what kind of food is being thrown out, so they can begin making some decisions around, maybe we don't need as much broccoli because we keep throwing it out, or I don't know. So I think first off, there's the data there, and then at the end of the day, they're not having to pay to have as much thrown away. And now they're getting a product out the other end, which is the soil sauce.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned before, so basically from banana peel to sauce is a couple weeks.
Exactly.
How much food waste does it take to actually make a nice jar of this sauce, which you can actually buy at your local Giant Eagle, which I think, which is another, you might be a quadruple threat as far as I'm concerned. So yeah.
I love that. And so for kind of food waste to fertilizer conversion, each of these digesters is usually processing 500 to 1,000 pounds a week of food waste.
Okay.
And that's our standard Zeus model. We're actually starting to launch even higher capacity systems.
Super Zeus.
Exactly, right? Supercharged. That can handle upwards of multiple tons per week. So that is for larger commercial buildings and operations. But typically these systems are placed for schools, offices, hospitals, restaurants.
Okay.
That's a lot of the local partners that we have here in Pittsburgh.
That's what I love is you already have so many partners here in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, and we'll jump into that. So keep
Yeah.
going.
And to answer your question,
Yeah.
it's so 500 pounds of food waste equals about 50 gallons a week of fertilizer. And you can kind of scale that up and down depending on how much food waste people are
Of course.
dumping in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some of the local partners, it's Allegheny Health Network has one of our digesters.
Love
I think
it.
they received the second digester we ever built.
Okay, very, very cool.
That's at their suburban campus in Bellevue. The Energy Innovation Center has been a long-term partner, Homewood
Perfect.
Senior Center.
Okay.
We actually process food waste for 2 Meta offices here in Pittsburgh as well, our first Amazon warehouse. So it's been exciting to see we have some like very hyper-local partners, which are really like the core of our local collaboration here in Pittsburgh. And then some very scalable national and global partners as well.
That's so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are off to a banging start here. I mean, it's
It's
just
been
like,
busy.
I love seeing that kind of momentum being built so quickly because I think people are really, it really hits home the importance of this.
Yeah.
Like this is a solid step that you can take that's really, it's helping in, like I said, 3 different ways.
Exactly.
Or more. As far
Yeah.
I think we can keep finding more ways as to how this keeps helping. So being able to find these customers has been absolutely amazing. You got this system that is, first off, it's 100% automated, which is amazing because like, as you look inside the trailer and you see, or the shipping container, you see all the hardware that's in there and the systems that are going on. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
There is, yeah.
I was like, well, what did it take to engineer that? There must have been some crazy challenges to get all this equipment to fit inside this shipping container.
Yeah, I think for us, the key was like quick iterations.
Okay.
We're on our version 4 Zeus digesters are what are currently being deployed out in the field. We're about to be launching our Zeus V5
V5.
in about like a month and a half at this point.
Awesome. Very cool.
That'll be double the capacity in the exact same footprint, which is really exciting to see. And I think that's really what we've seen is in terms of like product, especially hardware development, you can't just like stay in a lab and like perfect it and wait 5 years and then deploy it. So as soon as we built that first system, we sent it out to the field.
You got out there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The idea is iterate while you're out there. You could spend a whole year just
Exactly.
maybe tweaking things you don't need to tweak. Get it out there,
Yeah.
start moving. So yeah.
And I think a great example of that is we have a trash chute on the outside of the shipping container, which is really the user experience. So instead of throwing black garbage bags in the dumpster, you throw green compostable bags into the trash chute, walk away, and the system does the rest.
That was Dylan Liu of Ecotone Renewables explaining how Zeus turns food waste into soil sauce and why this Pittsburgh-built system could become a powerful tool for sustainability, cost savings, and smarter operations. What makes this story so compelling is that Ecotone is not just hauling food waste somewhere else, it is processing it on site, collecting useful data, and creating a local fertilizer product that puts nutrients back into the soil. You can hear the full conversation with Dylan Liu of Ecotone Renewables on Tech Vibe and watch the entire interview on the Pittsburgh Technology Council's YouTube channel or at pghtech.org. This has been 10-Minute Tech Talks, where we spotlight the people and companies building what's next in innovation.